here today is short and sharp, so we can fit in as many voices as possible. And with that in mind, let's welcome our first two guests, our European correspondents. Siming Mok performed the neat trick of leaving New Zealand in the twilight of the last Labour-led government and arriving back just in time to vote for the next one. And Matthew Dentith on the end here has been studying strange ideas on the other edge of Europe at the University of Bucharest. Kia ora koroa.
Welcome.
Salut.
Siming, all my London friends seem to post absolutely desolate things on Facebook. Obviously London didn't want to go with Brexit. It's happening. It seems ghastly. Is it actually as bad as it seems from this far away?
Yes. Well, the thing is, you asked me earlier about what's the mood of London. Well, the thing with British people is that they're very repressed. So if you walk around London and something comes up in the news and you say, oh, have you seen this? And the standard response literally is, I don't want to think about it, it's too depressing. If you're an actual European, and there's plenty of those in London, they're freaking out because for the first time in their lives they're experiencing racism and they don't know how to handle it. I feel bad for them. If you're a non-white person and you grow up in the West, it's something that you get used to throughout your whole life. But if you're swanning around, you're Swedish or something in London, living your whole life, you've got your kids, and suddenly, I have to either leave or I have to go through a huge process of applying for random visas that all the real immigrants had to go through.
That's what the world's like.
They can't handle it.
Is this everyone being mean to me suddenly? That's what they like, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's very, very stressful for them. So London is a combination of super stressed out and really depressed about Brexit.
Because you actually had the day after the Brexit vote, or in the days after, you literally didn't leave the house for a couple of days.
Yeah, I was quite depressed about it. I didn't leave the house for like a couple of weeks because there were hate crimes happening all around my neighbourhood, which is one of the most cosmopolitan, multicultural neighbourhoods in London. And it was really unpleasant. Basically, after every kind of incident like Brexit or any kind of terrorist attack, there's always a backlash or there's always like a resurgence of hate crimes, which is probably why, you should measure them. And the UK does measure it, but only through NGOs, and New Zealand doesn't seem to measure them at all. So
no, we don't have a thing called.
An idea.
We do not have a thing called a hate crime in New Zealand. It doesn't formally exist.
Mm-hmm.
It has been pointed out to me by more than one person that what's happening with Britain at the moment with respect to Brexit is actually worse than Trump, because Trump can only be there for a maximum of 8 years. It might be by the end of next year, who knows? But this is permanent for you guys. Yeah,
and people are tying themselves in knots trying to think of potential ways that it could be stopped. Technically, it's possible, but realistically, really, really unlikely. I'm really pissed because I spent like 10 years working my way up to British citizenship, and it cost me like loads of money. And I finally got to across the finish line. I'm getting like one crappy country, and instead of 28 countries, and I'm like really bummed. Really bummed. There goes like our fantasy of retiring on a houseboat in Amsterdam, and my kid getting like free university education in Denmark, and oh fuck.